Hey, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Doors in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Man, this is another lesson through the Spirit. Hey, these other nations love Jake, man. All right, especially the women, really the women. Snow bunnies, the Asian woman, and we're witnessing the Most High literally return our captivity before our eyes, man, because even though Jake men have always been desired, even in slavery, you had Edomite women that was secretly sleeping with Jake, but Jake get these passports, man, and they go overseas and they become that dude, A lot of Jakes are getting passports and going overseas because they're at their wits' end with the so-called black woman and just the American woman in general. Like when you see Jake with white women. You see Jake with Mexican women, Puerto Rican women. Different ethnicities. And sooner than later you're gonna see Jake with the Ishmaelite woman, with the Elamite woman, with the Ammonite woman. And hey, that's when Esau know you've been checkmate, bro. This is fair use. I make no money from this content. This is just to inform an audience about biblical eschatology, which is the study of the end times. Fair use. But it says, Russian women, let it be known, so many of us are single and want black men. Hey, this is the Lord. He's overturning our captivity. And this is a pivotal sign that Esau and the other nations are getting ready to go down, because when your woman wants the opposing race or the enemy, that showed that you lost the war, man. Going back 400 or 500 years ago when we were brought over here on cargo slave ships, hey, Esau took our woman. Even to this very day, our women have a desire to be with the so-called white man, an Edomite, man. They desire to bear his children. They desire to look like him. They desire to be like the white woman. But now, hey, that's flip-flopping, man, because hey, these Russian women, these Russian women are bad, man. They got the height, the stature, they all fit in shape. They ain't eating a bunch of fucking junk food. They take care of their bodies cosmetically, they just on point. And this is why, we tell you brothers out there, hey man, you gotta start having a little bit more self-worth, coming down from a beat down society, a beat down world. Jake has been totally stripped of his mental fortitude, man. He's become weak. But when Jake go to these different countries, it's like a breath of fresh air, man. And hey, the sisters or the so-called black woman, they're pissed at niggas, man. Because the only thing they did was put us down. But they're seeing our men rise up and becoming desired by these other women, and they don't like that at all, man. Like they got a saying saying, another woman's another man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, another woman's trash is another woman's treasure, man, because hey, they lust after Jake. All right. But I'm gonna play a couple of minutes of this video and we'll get a couple of precepts. But hey, brothers, hey, it's looking up from this point. So stay the course, stay focused, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing the work, praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because in a little while, hey, the Lord said we're gonna get our heart's desire. We're gonna get all these women and then some, bro. This is just a small telltale sign of what's getting ready to come to the elect men of the nation of Israel. So stay tuned.
Did you know that in Russia there are 11 million more women than men?
And I look at most men like they're predators.
Black men come to Russia. Wait a minute, man. You heard what he just said? 11 million more women than men. So how in the fuck is a man supposed to only deal with one woman? You got 11 million men, more women than men over there. And you mean to tell me that a man is only designed to be with one woman his entire life? That don't make sense. That's not even logical. Okay, that's I can't even wrap my hand around that, man. Okay, they outnumber us 10-1. Fuck 7-1, 10-1, 11-1.
Come find your wives in Russia.
You're not that guy emotionally. You're not that guy mentally. You're not that guy physically. You're not that guy.
How about honor?
Do y'all
And
know
see,
what
they
it
they
even
they go
means?
overseas to get away from bitches like that. You know, you got to constantly hear your first female hater is your goddamn mother, then your sister, then your aunties, and then your uncle. I mean, your aunties and your grandma. You know, because usually Jake have more females than males in the family, and that's just how it goes because women so they outnumber us 7-1. That's a common thing, especially among Jake families, man. But your first she hater is your goddamn mother. Then she trickles that disrespect down to your sister. And then before you know it, you ain't nothing but the boy of the family. And you supposed to be the man of the house. So Jake go overseas to avoid that nonsense, man.
Or looks like to honor a man?
Many people are surprised to learn that Russian women genuinely love and appreciate black men. Drawn to black men, not just for appearance, but for their energy. Russian women show that love has no borders.
Hands in the air if you love black boys.
Love African boys.
You have an African friend?
African boys. He's ready to say.
You see them bad Edomite chicks over there and see what happens is Keisha, she tries to follow, suit like Jake. They'll go to Thailand, they'll go to different places around the world. They'll go to like Morocco or like Dubai. And they would get the total opposite result that Jake get because everybody know that the black woman has shown her filth. Her filth has been displayed before the entire world. So when people look at black women, they only looking at her as a toy. She's a sex symbol, man. Nothing more, nothing less. Because they know she doesn't submit. She doesn't take care of home. She's loud. She's combative. She's angry. She's mean. And the men, they see that. They're like, well, we don't want this around us. And we don't want to make families with this. This is just something you get your shit off and keep it pushing. But when Jake men go overseas, 9 times out of 10, they coming home with a wife, man. Like my homie, More to Life, he met a wife in the Philippines, and that's just where he's at. That's just where he's at with it. So.
The reason why you should learn Russian if you're a man. Did you know that in Russia there are 11 million more women than men? So if you like Russian women...
Wait. She said 11 million more women? Let's hear more.
Maybe it's time to pack your bags.
Yes, you heard it right. Russia has around 11 million more women than men, which naturally affects the dating scene. But what's more interesting is that many Russian women are genuinely attracted to black men. It's not just black men who admire Russian women. The interest goes both ways.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Not just black men who admire Russian women. The interest goes both ways.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And these are typical Muppet looking Jakes, man. These are typical Jakes, man. Okay, ain't nothing special about these Negroes for real, man. When you look at it from our standards, you see, they're just typical 9-to-5 working Jakes. Some of them may work out and go to the gym. Some of them may have businesses. Some of them may be mediocre with looks. They're not looking like Kevin do. Well, that's a poor example. But I'm using the statue of celebrity men, like most of the time, women fetishize us because, they see the tall, dark, handsome, muscular man with the muscular beard, build and the thick beard, with the haircut, with the sage, they have that Idris Elba image in mind when they think of so-called black men. So, typically they want a darker men, but in general, if you're Jake, you winning, man. That's why you brothers, man, you brothers better get in the gym, man, for real. Like, get in the gym, start changing your diet, learn combat sports, you know what I'm saying, and really take care of yourselves, man. Like myself, I live in a fucking gym, man. All right, you literally gotta drag me out that motherfuckers. I'll be in the gym getting it in, and I live in a fucking boxing gym, man. And I do it because it helps me mentally. It when you look good, you feel good, man. All right, I'm not trying to say be carnal, but that's just a real thing. When your body is operating to optimal levels, you feel good, man. And I haven't felt this good in a long time. I feel actually pretty good. I mean, I got my days when I'm tired and when my body just don't want to cooperate, not just being in Babylon under the curses, but 85% of the time, man, I feel decent. I feel okay. I got energy levels. Hell, I fucking get up 8 o'clock in the morning, work, get a workout in, run here, do errands, go to the gym, lift weights, come home, do errands, go to the boxing gym, get home at a certain time, and I still got fucking energy to burn, man. It's like a machine, man, and you know that's a good thing. So you know, you Jakes, man, y'all got to get active out there. You know, don't let your cells pass your cells by. Get active, man. You know, get your mind, do things that elevate your thinking. You know, and that's just kind of where I'm at, man. Fuck these women on this side. They ain't fucking right. All right. So this is the book of Zephaniah 3, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at 14, because the Lord he's returning to captivity. He's flipping things upside down, and he's showing us a sneak preview as to what we're getting ready to get. All right, because these are just regular 2/3 Jakes that ain't gonna make it. So these are just regular Jakes. So just imagine when the gods, when we show up, it's gonna be all bets are off, man. And you better believe when we coming down from them chariots, we gonna be literally gods, man. And we gonna flex. The scriptures say we should glory in the other nations, man. Roughly paraphrase. We gonna gloat over their ass. We gonna take their women. We gonna put them in slavery. We gonna have our way with their women, with their daughters. You know, we gonna have concubines. It's gonna be a what they say, a gay old time, man. And I ain't talking about no Momo shit. But this is the book of Zephaniah. So Dr. Umar, you can fucking go to hell, nigga. All right. Zephaniah 3 and 14, it says, "Sing, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Israel, and be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem." It says, "For the Lord have taken away thy judgments, and he have cast out thy enemy." And it says, in the King of Israel, even the Lord is in the midst of thee, man, Yahweh Shai, and thou shalt see no more evil. It says, "For in that day it should be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hands be slack. But the Lord thy power in the midst of thee is mighty, and he will save, and he will rejoice over thee with joy, and he will rest in love, and he will joy over thee with singing." This is when we get put back in our kingdom. You see, and right now we're entering a transition. We're entering a age of enlightenment, man. You know, what do they call it? A mass awakening. Since the elders and the apostles came 1 and 2 back in 2007, there has been a shift in the spirit, because prophecy is now at the helm of everything. You see, so this common things are happening. But it reads, and it says here, "And I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly." But it says, "Who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. But behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame." So, hey, Jake, we was in Russia, we was in China, we was everywhere, because we was dispersed among the four winds. Now, I've been reading this book called Nature Know No Color Lines, and you got what they call Russian coat of arms, man. And they show you the dark-skinned Jakes with the bandanas on, and it says something about Negro ancestry in the white race, as they say that it was very common for black men to hook up with so-called white women. So all you Jakes out there that's against us dealing with the Edomite women, hey, that's on you. Hey, you want to trip? Hey, that's more Edomite women for me. more Moabite women for me, more Ammonite women for me. And I don't give a damn who feels some type of way, because you know what? A woman is a fucking woman, man, all right? No matter what she is. And all these women belong to us any goddamn way, because we're the kings of the earth. So we can have our pick of any fucking woman we want. Okay, just because we don't want to deal with some dildo head, burnt out black woman that's been ran through to and fro. We're the bad guys, man. You know? But it says, "I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame." So we're seeing that Jake is getting love from foreign women, man. So, yeah, the Lord he's rising his people up, and the world sees it, and they're pissed. Let's play a little more.
Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Russian women are known for being loving, loyal, and not value emotion.
Wait a minute. How long have you heard the myth, the only about money? That goes hand in hand with ladies that are feigning to go where? To America, right? What about the Russian ladies that don't want to leave? I'm sure they're out there. You have traditional women everywhere, even in America. But you already know what I'm gonna say. It's so far, so few. Let's continue.
Emotional connection and strong relationships. Many black men who visit Russia say they feel appreciated and respected. Russia is also peaceful and safe for foreigners, especially those coming for love or serious relationships.
What do you mean? So they like you guys? Like
Yeah, they love us.
they love colored guys.
Love us. They love color.
Where?
Because once you go black,
You can never go back.
And these are baddies, man. I mean, these are like top-notch chicks, bro. These are the type of chicks in America that give you a hard time. Now, granted, you know, Jake get love for the Edomite women around. Even here, Jake gets love from the Edomite woman. But it's more hard and difficult to get that respect here in America because they have a certain stereotype about you, man. So the average Edomite woman, yeah, she'll deal with Jake in a minute. Like, they love Jake regardless on your height and stature, but they prefer a dark-skinned Jake that's tall with a beard, maybe a bald head or a low cut or one of them little spongy froze, have a muscular beard, and he got to be over 6 feet tall. I mean, shit, if you that, it's no even effort of dealing with these Edomite women. You can just come up to them and grab them and they'll go home with you, man. I mean, it's just like that. Now, typically, other Jakes, they'll deal with you. They'll entertain you, you know, and same rules apply, of course. But, you know, you got to have a little bit more of being that guy because, like I said, when they think of Jake, they think of entertainer. So when you're short of celeb status and you're an Israelite here in the West, then, you know, it's kind of like a hit and miss. But nonetheless, Jake get way more play from these foreign women than their own women, man. All right? Like I said, me personally, I mean, I'll deal with Keisha, you know what I'm saying? If she's on point, you know, if she's decent, I'll deal with a Keisha. I'm not going to cap and say I won't deal with a Keisha because Keisha be looking nice, but it's levels to the shit, man. And if I'm dealing just like with a typical Keisha, it's probably just for recreational purpose. We kick it, hang out a couple of times, and then, you know, that's going to go left anyway because they're always looking for the next best thing. They're always looking for what they can get out of you. But ideally, man, if I'm shooting a shot, it's going to be at the Edomite woman. It was going to be at the Northern Kingdom for sure. Like, Northern Kingdom women, I love Northern Kingdom women, like with a fucking passion, man. that Simeonite woman, that Puerto Rican woman, that Zebulonite woman. Issachar, she's cool too, but Issachar, I don't really have too much luck with Issacharite women like that. It's just different. I've had my fair share of Issacharite women, you know, but they just, I don't know, man. They like white boy. They like Edomites, man, you know. But anyway, let's play a little bit more.
oh man.
Russia?
Russia, China destination, Japan, or Korean destination.
Wow.
Black men, come to Russia. Come find your wives in Russia.
Yeah. They love
Wow.
you here, guys.
You heard it here. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this video around, but this video is kind of a highlight to it, right? Because what do they always say? Go to the countries that's not a third world country. Always hear that. Don't go to a third world country. Guys are going to Japan. Guys are going to Russia. And you know what's in Russia. And Russia is snow bunny heaven.
Black queens forever.
Yeah, and this nigga, that's why he's going
Russian.
broke.
Always hear.
But Russia goes into Ra'ah Shar, which means chief prince. Shar means prince. Okay, Ra'ash and Shar means prince, right? So chief prince, which Jake had Russia at a point in time, man. Moscow, a lot of them old ancient relics and old cities, Jake built all that up. Great Wall of China, Jake, hey, we built it all up. Any place that there's pyramids or certain structures, Jake had a hand on building it up because remember, we went captive of all these nations, man. You know? Let's go here. Isaiah 60. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, arise and shine, for thy light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Okay? It says, for behold, the darkness should cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord should arise upon thee, and his glory should be seen upon thee. Yeah, and the Most High is showing that. Okay, it's a mass awakening throughout the earth, and the so-called Black, Hispanic, and even Native American men are pretty much at the helm. I won't say we at the helm of glory because we still, you know, go through what we go through. We're still ultimately oppressed, and we still have the hardest time than any other man on the planet Earth, no matter where we go. But there's more of it's almost like a veil that's being lifted to the point Jake can go somewhere and make something of himself. Like most Jakes that leave America, they don't come back to this place. That's why they're charging you to when you want to recertify to become and you want to like kind of get your citizenship or claim your citizenship back in America, you got to pay now. Okay, I think back in the day it was free. You leave for a couple of years and you come back, you claim your citizenship, and bam, you know, you good. But now you leave America, you gotta pay to get back in this motherfucker. And most Jakes like, fuck that, I'm not coming back here. What the fuck I'm gonna come back here for? I got better food, I got better opportunities, rents is cheaper. The women are 10 times better, way more probable, you know? Like, why the hell would I wanna come back here and risk dealing with one of these skanks, man? And that's the mindset of a Jake, man. And you women, you're the fucking blame for that. You women are to blame for that. Okay, this is your fault. You single-handedly destroyed your race of men. So now you eating them words. And it says, and the Gentiles should come to thy light, and kings to thy brightness of thy rising. All right. So these women are ready to serve Jake, man. They're ready.
Hear that? Don't go to a third world country. Guys are going to Japan. Guys are going to Russia. And you know what's in Russia. And Russia is snow bunny heaven.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Guys are getting them from everywhere. Asian, Russian.
And you better believe Dr. Umar, he dealing with that white woman, man. He dealing with that white woman, to say the least. Dr. Umar, he's dealing with that snow. Don't give a fuck what that dude say. He's a hypocrite. He's dealing with the snow. Trust me. Don't let him fool you. Dr. Umar, that whole black woman, that's all a fucking publicity stunt, because he needs your money, he needs your subscription. Umar deal with the white woman, man. As much as this nigga know, this clown, trust me, he knows where the grass is green on the other side, man. And we're not pushing, you know, marry Edomite women. We're not saying that. We're not saying, oh, they're just a better race of people, because clearly they're not. But overall, they got you niggas beat by a landslide, because for one thing, the curses are not on them. You know, like I always say, nigga, 2 curses don't make a fucking blessing, bruh. So you got a demon in your house and you already under the curses, and you double curse. You quadruple fucked in there. Okay, 2 curses make another curse. 2 curses don't make a blessing, bruh. So you, not saying that you brothers go put away your Jake women, no, because some brothers have success with Keisha. I'm not gonna say you not. Hell, in fact, I got a decent little traditional chick, nice looking, right? You know, that I deal with. She's on point. You know, she's very attached. She's very clingy. You know, how women should be. But sometimes I be getting tired of her. So I'm like, you gotta go, go home, see your family type shit. But she's cool. You know, I never want. She does everything I need her to do, and you know, she knows how to take care of home, because for one thing, her parents are married and all her sisters are married. So she understands the traditional aspects of marriage, man. So. Yeah, you got some decent Keishas, and I speculate she's a Benjamite. I always have better luck with the Benjamite woman, man. Benjamite women, they love Levi. For whatever reason, they love Levi. So, I don't know. I never had a problem with a Benjamite woman. But Judah, fucking Levi, and fucking Gad. Like my last shorty, she was a Gadite, man, you know? But shit, she just like the black woman. Talk the same shit, get disrespectful, loud, jump up and down in your face. She was a fucking Gadite, man. You know, so it happens, but this is the time we in.
African, pick one, ladies. Pick one. You need a stronger argument to stop this. You can't stop us.
I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
We're growing stronger every day. And why are they growing stronger? Because they get to see things like this. Men see videos like this. Even a woman that's talking in the video. Look at those women. Look at this. 11 million more women than men. Why is this?
Many people are surprised to learn that Russian women genuinely love and appreciate black men. Listen to what some had to say in the video.
African boys come to Russia.
I love African boys.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I love African boys.
You have an African friend? African
He's
boys.
really sexy. I love African boys.
In cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg, it's not unusual to see Russian women drawn to black men, not just for appearance, but for their energy, confidence, and...
Now, I gotta say something. It's not because it's only African boys. I hope you guys are, oh, we from African guys. African men are just going more. Black men are going too. But they're going more. They're learning the language. You guys got to catch up. You got to give props to the original passport bros.
Hell, nigga, I might even learn Russian. Fuck it.
And you know who they are. Who been traveling since the earth been around. Africans.
And culture. Russian women are known for being loving, loyal, and emotionally deep. They value real connection, and many are open-minded when it comes to love. They don't judge by skin color, but by character. That's why many black men feel truly respected and welcomed in Russia. Whether through friendships, dating, or long-term relationships, Russian women often go out of their way to make their partners feel special.
I gotta give a shout out to this black woman here because she's talking about it. No hate, no shade. Why? Because you can't hate it. Meanwhile, in America, somebody gets on a show, oh, they gotta bash us, right? No hate, no shade. And she's talking about it because this is an African television. I don't know if it's television, but I guess so because it's on TikTok, right? But yeah, it's an African media company that's talking about it. And why? Because they want their men to go there and you know, see how it is. Just like we want our men to go there and see how it is. I think more of you guys should go see it. Look at these girls. Look at this. Snow bunny heaven.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Snow bunny heaven. That's a song you sing when you go out there. If I die, how to...
Yo, Umar tripping, nigga. I play in the snow, nigga, with hat and gloves, bro. Fuck is you talking about? Jake, man, you gotta learn how to conquer the enemy, man. The reason why we push, because it's a flex for one thing, because for one thing, if you look at our women and look at them and pay attention to their mannerisms, hell, even their appearance, they try to look like the Edomite, man. They are living off the precedent of Esau standards, bro. So them coming against us is hypocrisy in itself because they wear this wig, they wear the wigs, they wear the lace fronts, they wear the eyelashes. Some of them even go as far as getting skin lightener, bro. You know, the BBLs, all that shit. And that's the precedent of the so-called white man. So why is it a problem when we take they women, when we deal with they women? Because if I deal with Edomite chick, they'll just show Esau, yeah, nigga, I'm better than you, I'm over you. I can take your woman. Why you empowered, nigga? What you gonna do about it? That's a flex. That's the ultimate thing. When you conquer the enemy's woman, you got his ass, bro. That's how you know this devil is getting ready to go down. And he can't do nothing about it. That's why Esau, he always be passive aggressive with Jake, man. Because he know. You know, he know they feel something about us. Like I gave this story, I was in a pool 2 days ago. And I'm the only Jake over there in shape, bro. Like I'm literally the only one that got some shape. Them crackers felt some type of way about me being over there, but they couldn't do nothing about it, man. They women was even looking like, God, look, who is this guy? Trying to introduce themselves and shit. You know, I played it cool, kept my distance and stuff because I'm like, I don't really know you like that. I'm kind of like, I'm like a reserved person until I get to know you and I can open up to you a little bit. You know, I got to test the water and the humor because everybody, they don't really understand my personality like that. They can't figure me out. And I get that. So a lot of people, they kind of like on the fence, like, damn, like I don't know how to really come at this guy. And I love it that way because you just never know. That's the perfect way to be until they, you know, they get a taste of it. But they was over there. They was like, we got food, we got beer, we got drinks, whatever you want. This one Edomite chick, she was like, hey, man, we got steak over here. Whatever you want, just go over there and grab it. I'm like, shit, bet, say less. So, hey, brothers, man, we in them times, man. You got to really start to believe that, man. Believe in yourselves. I know it's easier said than done because, you know, all the folly we go through as men. But at the end of the day, man, you serving how about Shimi Hawashai, yeah, that's really all it takes. You know, it ain't about how tall you are and how muscular you are. I mean, according to these people, that's worldly shit. Yeah, to them, that's what it's about. But to us, it's a little bit deeper than that. You know, but this is the book of Isaiah 61, and I'm gonna start at 1. It says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. The meek is the humble, the Israelites, all right, starting with the elect. And he have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted and proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. So first of all, you know, we're set up to help you free your mind through your Hawashai, man. That's why Morpheus kept saying, free your mind. Okay, you gotta free your mind, man, from these strongholds, because if not, then you'll be destroyed. Because this world would do it to you, man. And don't get it twisted. We got our days. I mean, we have our days when we beat up on ourselves and shit. Like hell, I struggle all the time with shit in the body and the mind. You know, just trying to be on point. It's a battle. Okay, if it was gonna be easy, it wouldn't be called a fight to the finish. It's really a fight to keep yourself above water, man. You know, it's like treading water. And honestly speaking, treading water is very hard. Some people say that it's even harder than swimming, because swimming, you're in a constant motion. But when you're treading water, that takes stamina and endurance, man. And hell of an exercise. But it says here, to proclaim the acceptable year of our Lord, the day of the vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them the beauty for ashes, and the oil of joy for mourning, and the garments of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called the trees of righteousness, the planting of Yahweh, that he might be glorified. So that's going to start to show as we continue to the end of this thing. The Most High is going to put more of a bold, more of a glow on his men. And it shows everywhere we go, bro. Like literally everywhere we go, man. I have like several examples of just random shit just happening. Just like, wow. Like, wow, you know, because we're so used to negative shit. And, you know, you still get the negative stuff, too. You know, like today I went, I cheated. I went to Wingstop, man. They had them, it's National Wing Day. So, you know, Jake liked chicken. So I went to the Wingstop because they had the tenders and stuff like that. I'm like, well, I ain't ate nothing. Stomach hurt. Let me go ahead and give me some chicken, because I'm finna burn this shit off anyway. So go get the protein. And then I'm going to the register, and I just felt a real negative vibe from the Edomites that work there, man. You know, and I was asking him a question, and he was explaining it, but I didn't get what he was saying. I was like, so I pointed, and he kind of just got like, I ain't gonna say nasty, but he got passive aggressive with me. So I had to kind of stop back, and then the spirit like, just chill. So I just kind of looked at him. I'm like, you don't really want to take it there right now, bro. I'm like, back in my mind, I'm like, nigga, you didn't explain the menu right. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, dude, you know? So I'm like, all right, don't worry about it, man. I'm gonna just order when I'm ready to order. And it was just like a real stink in the air when I came in there, because our presence aggravates their demons, man. You know, I wasn't being combative. I was just in there polite. Hey, you know, I want to order X, Y, and Z. Because I got so much shit on the menu. So it takes a minute to process, especially when you're looking at two different things on the same different day, but he told me something different. So I'm trying to process it, and then he just kind of got impatient with me. And I'm just like, bro, like, chill out, man. Fuck wrong with you? So I just gave him that look like, bro, like, don't get hurt, man. It's not that deep. Not over no fucking chicken wings. But hey, it be like that sometime. So yeah, brothers, man, you know, we just gotta just stay in the spirit, man, you know, at all costs. A couple more precepts. Actually, that could have been the last one. I don't want to keep going on. The point has been made. But, you know, I like to be kind of thorough with these things. So, you know, I like to get all the meat off the bone if I can, because I'll be mad at myself later if I didn't do it. Scriptures say he was going to give us his heart's desires. Psalms 21:2, it says, thou hast given him his heart's desires and has not withholding the request of his lips, man. You know, also Genesis 49 said that our hands are going to be in the neck of our enemies. So yeah, brothers, we're getting ready to be turned up out here. The Lord is getting ready to make a full turn of our captivity, and the nations are going to see it. That's what I said. That's why he said, when I glorify you, roughly paraphrasing it, in front of them. I think it goes in, when glorify thee in front of thy eyes, and when I return in captivity before thy eyes. So people are just going to be looking like, oh shit, these are really the people of the Most High who we've had in derision. All right, last precept, Isaiah 4:1. It says, in that day 7 women should take hold of one man, saying, we would eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So this is where we're heading into, brothers. So hey, stay spiritual, stay prayed up. Put your how about you, how shot first, and hey, let the rest, let the chips fall where they may. And with that, shalom, kwam yasharallah, ba ba ba, shalom.